Hello everybody, I'm Ben Random, this is Loose Lips, and this is the last chat of today. This is the 7th set of features of chats, so if you're looking to rediscover the back catalogue, make your way to YouTube and go on Pop Cult Chic, and then you can see the list of everybody that we've previously interviewed. The idea behind Loose Lips is to uplift and share optimism with everybody who comes into contact and across the actual art that we've created with the chats. There's some real inspiring, beautiful bits on there, man. So definitely go check that out. Pop Cult Chic on YouTube. Today, the guest which we've had Marco, who is the co-founder of Bundabus, which is a well-known, world-renowned Indian street food. It started off as street food, but now it's got a venue in Leeds City Centre. It's got one in Manchester, another one about to open imminently once we're out of lockdown, and then also Liverpool. So go check that out. After that, we spoke with Rob Chadwick, who is a director at Jukebox PR, just giving us a lot of a wealth of information in his career, in his background, and how he came to be who he is and in the position that he is in. Then we spoke with Craig Crouchman, who is a videographer, and we're speaking to him more about becoming self-employed and, sustainable as your own business. And then off the back of that, the industry within the wedding video side of things. So he stepped into that and told us a bit more about that. And then the previous chat that we just had is with Jem Hepworth, who is an actor and presenter, and she was telling us about the journey that she's been on, also that she actually contracted COVID-19 and how that has impacted her, but still remaining optimistic. So that is a good soul. So those chats are there to be found, and again, they'll be added to the back catalogue. To the Arsenal, shout out Ziggy, Marlin, big up Lee, shout out my brother in the group as well. But yeah, they can be found all on my YouTube channel, as I mentioned before, Pop Cult Chic. Go check those out after this chat. Now, reason I'm waffling on is because we're still waiting for the person that I'm going to be interviewing to join the group. He's not joined yet, so as soon as he does, he'll be able to send me an invite and we'll be able to rock away. But until that time, I'm just sort of going to be filling. Anyone who's in the group, what I've been showing people is what's under this hat. Like, it's going a bit wild at the minute. It's crazy because on Netflix at the minute, there's the documentary about Michael Jordan, and there's loads of photos that are going out of like classic Dennis Rodman haircuts, and I'm actually seeing it as inspiration of different colours to go for. But it's going crazy. If anyone's got any questions, fire them through as you do, and I'll be able to answer them. And then also, if you've got any, when my guest James comes on, if you're able to put those in, and if I can fit them into the chat, then I will do as well. It's always weird, this bit, when you're waiting for someone to come in, because I can't just sit here and just be like, because that doesn't do anything. But then I can't like get into the interview because he's not in group either. Like, this is hello. Special guest has sent a little cheeky wave. Hello, my lovely. Thank you for checking us out, Marie. Oi. But I trust you to pick one when I've not had anyone turn up at the minute. We're still waiting for him to come into the chat, so I'm just waffling on. Just, should we look at me art? So obviously that's Jimi Hendrix there, a massive inspiration all my life. Great songwriter and guitarist, of course. And then just over that shoulder, we've got the boys, Oasis. Shout out to the boys. He's come to the group, talk about BMT, Black Man Time. It is an Oasis poster behind Jeffrey Matthews. It's actually a canvas. It's a painted canvas. And what I want to do is I want to, in the bits where it's just the space, I want to paint like the Union Jack in between, but I've not actually got myself to do that yet. But yeah, Liam Gallagher and Noel Gallagher in better days gone by, but they will be back. And on cue, Thank you for helping me there. Stall that time with your questions. I love that. He's actually here. He's sent it through, so I'll connect and we'll get this chat underway. How are you, brother? You all right?
Yes, Ben. How you doing, man?
I'm good. Talk about BMT Black Man time. Trust you to be late, mate. Like I'm always
Yeah.
late, but I couldn't believe it. I was like,
You lucky I got in there this time.
mate. Well, the thing is, I was just explaining to everyone who's watching. It's such a crazy, crazy one because, like, I have to stall. It's not like I could just sit there and be like that. But then I'm just stalling, so I'm just waffling. So everyone was asking about me art behind. So yeah, you know, it were all good. But look, you're the first one who's done it from the car as well. Standard.
Come on, I have to be first at Summit, don't I?
It is.
I mean,
It's sick. How have you been? How have you been adapting to the situation?
you know what? At first, it was all right at first. You know what I mean? Like, but let's just get on with it. You know what I mean? It might be just for 2 weeks, so just put a head down, do some gardening. You get me? Just random stuff. You get me? What I'd never do before. And but now I'm feeling it now. I am actually feeling it because obviously, like, we're there, like, just repetitive now, innit? Just stayed in yard all day, every day. I'm used to being out all the time in Leeds, Manchester, Huddersfield, down London at times. You get me? So like now I'm feeling it, just feeling locked in.
Is that why you sat in
Feeling,
the car, like pretending to drive, just on the steering
yeah.
wheel, like, woo?
You like to just start up the car. Oh, let's go on a road trip.
Like you used to do, like when your mum would go shopping or something. I used to do this all the time. My mum would go to the supermarket. I pretend I was driving.
Yeah. I'd actually feel like that one, especially how the weather's been as well, yeah. Because when it's hot days like this or sunny days, I'm like, yeah, I'm on it. Let's go. Let's go Leeds, go get some food. You get me? Go to Maureen's. You know what I mean? Just
Shout
go to
out
Manchester,
Maureen's.
go to Trap Kitchen. Do you get me? Just to get food. You get me? Just it'll be like a day trip. But now I just feel I hope everyone's safe and well, but I hope this finishes soon.
Yeah, same,
Very soon.
same.
You get
Do you,
me?
how have you find it with obviously your enterprise? For anybody who's watching, this is James Guy, and he is the founder, CEO, top dog
CEO,
of King of
King of
the
the
Hills.
Hills.
So King of the Hills is a platform where it showcases up and coming and established urban artists, grime artists, musicians that are about, gives them a platform to share the videos. He even gets involved with making some videos, which we'll sort of touch on as well. So in that sense, is it
Yeah.
really impacting what you do because people can still be sending you stuff and you know still be uploading, you can still be uploading what they're sending as well?
Yeah. Yeah. It has impacted because loads of obviously like a lot of artists have got more time now to do things, you know what I mean? But obviously we can't actually go and do it.
Get to it, yeah. But
You
is
get me?
that
Because
something where it can be almost evolved in a sense of they're filming it and they can send it you? Like I noticed that a few that like people were daring each other to do freestyles or calling each
yeah,
other out like
challenges
them.
and everything.
Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah. I'm looking to do some challenges soon anyway. Do you know what I mean? And like at the end of it, artists can win like a proper music video because obviously phone quality, there's only so much you can do with it. So like at the end of it, I say, all right, and the winner gets like a music video for when we're back up and running. Do you know what I mean? So I'm gonna set up a challenge for that, and you just got to keep moving with the times in it because obviously now we're all on social media. So if we just set up somewhat like just keeps them active as well. Do you know what I mean? Keeps the artists active, not just thinking, oh, that's it, can't do all now. When really they could be writing music, they can
exactly.
still be active in the other way till when we're back up and running. Do you know what I mean? Like I do feel like I can go film now a bit because like obviously it says keep your social distance. So I don't really need to be close to an artist to film a music video anyway.
That's
You know what I
true.
mean?
That's
And
true. But it's also that responsibility in it. You don't want to be like
yeah,
sort of getting like with a brand, especially as well, if it comes
yeah,
back and people like. So I understand that, but
yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
suppose it's a loophole. You could get through it, but
It's
I
a
hear you, and
loophole, but
I think as well. It makes more of the prize. Like that's
yeah,
such a kudos to have. Like getting people to be able to send you stuff, maybe put it out
yeah,
to vote or what have you, and then that way,
yeah,
then there's a big prize. So even when this is all lifted, there's something to look
Yeah,
forward to and hit the ground running as well.
that's it. That's it. Do you know what I mean? So, like you said, this keeps them active, keeps artists active in this time here. Do you know what I mean? And look forward to can plan more stuff ahead of what we're gonna do in like in future. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm planning like doing like a mixtape. So like collective of artists from up north, of all different artists. So like while we've been in this lockdown, that's what I've been planning in the background. Whereas before I wouldn't have had as much time to plan that because I'm just always just on the road doing different things, level ups and everything. It's like now I can sit back, plan a different, bigger move, take one step back, two step forward. You
Yeah.
get me? That's how I'm thinking of it.
No,
You
I
know what I mean?
respect that. And then do you also think as well then, from an artist point of view, because a lot of artists who are sort of up and coming, it's difficult
Yeah,
to balance that work, obviously roof over the head, but then still be creative as well. So as you say, this is the perfect time really for people to really tune in and
yeah,
develop something. And what I'm excited about is to see what comes about 6 months down the line after people have, you know, taken the time in this moment
yeah,
to create from this space. I think there's just
yeah,
going to be a proper, like, a flood and a flourishment of just new, incredible music that's been birthed out of this time.
yeah, definitely. I think a lot of artists have developed in a different way. Also, you know what I mean? Because it's a different time now we're going through. It's a change in society, what we're going through, and so artists, the mindset will change with it. Do you know what I mean? So they'll
Mm.
have deeper things to even talk about, different things to talk about.
Which
Whereas
everyone can
before,
relate to.
yeah, which is the times we're living in now, everyone can relate what we're going through. So
Hmm.
a lot of artists will develop a different mentality of like songwriting and everything. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
Because we're in it is a bad time what we're in, so there'll be a lot of pain music there. Shout out Blazer, one of
Yeah,
the
there's a
biggest
few
artists in
people that have
Bradford.
been coming through, and I'm going to sort of
Yeah,
go
man.
back through some of the comments that are coming through and give you them as well. But would you,
Yeah.
Blazer's probably a good example, so let's start with that then. So how do you see artists that are around the region that are coming through, and how do you mentor them or help to give them the platform? Like, how did KODH start?
Where did it start? What gave me the vision, that the inspiration? Like when I was younger, back in the day, I used to go to London a lot to see family, and like used to go to the market. You get me? A lot of markets were big back then. That's where I used to get different type of gams. You know what I mean? We're getting on to Bappa soon, don't we? So they like I used to buy DVDs, like of like in the London scene. It was on DVDs before YouTube. So I used to buy DVDs of like the grime sets. There were Lord Up Mics, Risky Roads, Streets. Some I can't remember. There were so many different type of DVDs we used to buy. So then that gave me the thing. I thought, right, we don't even have that up here. Do you know what I mean? So that's what made me start to think, all right, and we've got music mans up here, but we're not getting that. We're not getting out there visually. So like back yeah, Streets and you remembers it. So then I thought, all right, and then like the first video I did was Bradford Youngers at Mapper. Shout out Jerry. Because Jerry was a big guy, part of
Red Dread.
the community. Yeah, man, Red Dread, man. Yeah, yeah.
Right, every
His
time, man,
studio,
definitely.
his studio in West Ball in Mapper, and then a few guys, quite a few young MCs were getting together to do a tune together. I thought, oh, let's do a cipher. You get me? And they all shelled it from that. You know what I mean? They all went in. Do you know what I mean? Big video back then. It was a big buzz for the city, especially because it was first of what really we were seeing. Obviously, before that, we part with. See there, that set off a lot of things for this scene up here. You get me? Because like I said, just when YouTube were launching, that's how long ago it was. Do you know what I mean? And then it gave a lot of aspirations for younger MCs. Like, right, we can do this. Do you know what I mean? Up here, and it
And
set a trend going.
did you also think that, for me, I think the beauty of YouTube, and especially when people are going around like capturing the content and putting it out there, the strength is when you create sometimes and there's no outlet, so people are just sat on banks of material, banks of music, banks of sketches or whatever, when it's not being seen, you don't feel like you've like leveled up or progressed because
Yeah,
it's not been developed. Whereas as soon as
yeah,
now YouTube's come through and people are seeing
yeah,
your video, like it feels like, wow, I'm actually in this now. It feels more
yeah,
real.
yeah. There's a lot of artists who went through that, like years of work, like when we were part of Dartmoor and Deuce and that. Do you know what I mean? Like all the crews back in the day where we used to part of Dartmoor. You know what I mean? Like someone did get onto One Extra, Deuce did get onto One Extra, but like you say, visually, I know there's nothing to show from that era. Like, and our scene up here back then was actually, we were buzzing. You get me? Like people coming from all different towns and cities, but there might be a few pictures about, but there's no there. And so, man, a lot of them guys just thought, allow it. Do you know what I mean? There's no notes coming of it. Whereas now you can be that active on these so many apps, from YouTube, Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok. You can just keep progressing and progressing. You can actually get viral from different apps now. That's how big the music is. You get me? Like someone could do a dance to your song on TikTok,
yeah,
millions of views. You get me? Back then there was nothing. Nothing. It was either radio or, well, Channel U. That was like
Channel U or Channel U, aka 347 or whatever. Yes.
yeah. Channel U, that was like the step. You get me? That's a big step, because obviously back then them videos cost a lot more than our videos now to get on them channels there. Do you know what I mean? So as we have to be thankful for YouTube right now. Telling you,
And also because of the growth of the sort of music direction as well. Like, especially up north, it wasn't really like that. When you looked at your radio stations, when you're speaking of northern radio stations, like were Atlantic 252 back in the day, and when Capital was Galaxy, and then you had like the Pulse, and like you weren't really getting brought through to be played as well. And if you were, it was mainly like the London side of it that was being played, and plus garage. Like there still was the aftermath of garage that was coming through as well. Hold up, he's loading up at the minute. Let's see if he comes back to us. It's because he's in his car. Oh, sorry, bro. Yeah, you back. Did you get any of that?
Nothing. Nothing.
Right, I'll rewind it. I'll rewind it. I'll go from the top.
So basically, might be the signal from outside.
Yeah, it's just you in your car. I bet there's great Wi-Fi in there. But but no, I was just sort of saying that at that time the radio stations weren't really interested in playing, you know, any like grime or urban music. I hate using the term urban music, by the way. That's why I always I hate using that term, but it's a collective term, innit? But you know what I mean?
Yeah,
all right, well let's come to this. Let's come to this because I feel we can cover this as well. But just to finish that last point, I felt like at that time there weren't really any platform of anything going through, and if it was more London centric. So the fact that you were able to, and then because we're all connoisseurs, then wanted to develop and understand stories from other areas of the country, and hear different dialects. So do you feel like when it was back in the day, and like have you seen a shift in people being a lot more proud to use their accent in their flows or in their singing? Because I don't think there was a time when it was like that.
No. Back in the day, mans did get a lot of influence from, like, say jungle. A lot of guys like the jungle music. You get me? Like trigger bass, man. So enough mans had like a twang of that. Then some of the MCs are like Birmingham artists, so have that twang, and then London. But really, they weren't really spitting in proper Yorkshire accent. You get me? So I don't know if it was not about being proud of Yorkshire or whatever, but you know what I mean? It's like following the trend maybe. But obviously as time's gone on now, man, you can a lot more just spitting in their own accent. You get me? You gave me a tune the other day, yeah. I had a tune for about 5 weeks. I felt rough, you get me? Got a tune the other day now, obviously. To be fresh for life, Curtis. You get me?
Yeah, you knew you were coming in this, so you had to get a trim in. That's
Yeah,
funny, man.
so
But
that's bad. Innit?
do you remember, was there a particular artist or a particular video or a time when it just shifted more to a bit Yorkshire? Was it a standout moment when you were like, okay, or was it another thing where you reflected on and was maybe encouraging people to use that more?
Hey, you know what? Actually, you know what encouraged North to like more spitting more of our own accent or dialect is the bassline scene. Cause like there was a gap between like the rap and then up here the bassline scene took over a
Yeah,
lot for
yeah,
our generation. You get me? So obviously MCs were jumping on tracks and everything then, and it was more felt like our scene as well up north, not a London thing. You get me? It was like a out of London thing.
yeah,
Like you had the Birmingham, Manchester, but everyone used to spit actually. In when it became MCs, when it first started the vocal tunes, but then when the MCs came into it, mans were more proud and like, yeah, I'm from Bradford, I'm from Sheffield, Huddersfield, Leeds. You get me? The
yeah,
bassline scene was a big influence for the up north scene to just spit in your own dialect, your own slangs. Like a lot of our own slangs got used in bassline. You get me? So
do you
even
think he
that was
gets the
it.
credit? Do you think he gets the credit for that? I've
Who
never
the
heard
bit
anyone compare the two.
up here, definite. That was a big yo. Even back then, like songs was actually getting signed to labels from the bassline scene. I was involved with there's original T2 Heartbroken video, yeah, what we did before it got signed to Sony. You get me? Unreleased, you know what I mean? And that's when the scene started to, that was like, obviously like, before I did the Youngers vid, no, it's kind of in the same time, you get me? It's like, it's kind of in the same time, but it is, I think it's a big factor. It's a big factor. Because people were repping up north then. It's like our thing. You get me? This is our music.
Do you
This was
think
our
that because as well, baseline predominantly is 134 BPM, so do you think that,
back one.
like, I think
Yeah,
Les
yeah.
just put it here,
140.
most man up north was writing bars on grind but having to spit them on baseline, but I think that's going
You
to like
see?
acknowledge my point. Is there a similar BPM?
Yeah, yeah. 140 BPM. Do you know what I mean? And obviously it was more up north production. Because that's a big factor in the music scene, yeah. It's like, you know, if you got a producer from your zones, every producer, even from different areas, have a different sound. Even if you could make the same genre of music, it has a different sound. So with the bass line being predominantly up north at producers, Tier 7, First Spawn, Nasty Boy, DJ Q, King Blazer, you get me? You're seeing it there. Bass line, we had the industry, you get me? There was money involved, so that's why there was a shift to the bassline scene. There were plenty of raves, so guys were getting booked, DJs getting booked, artists getting booked, more collaborations. Up north back then for the grime music scene was hard. It was hard to break it because it was a London, so it's a London thing, as they say. You get me? So he's answering my
When did it
question.
start to? When did it start to spill? When did it start to spill out?
What the up north scene, the music scene as it is now, or from baseline?
Into the grime, when people
Back into the,
started to step away from baseline.
I'd say it's about 2011, top of my head, 2011, because a lot of raves were getting locked off. It started to get
Violent
a
and
bit
shit.
peak. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's starting to get a bit peak. You get me? So more raves were getting locked off, and then it just everyone had to regroup again, and then went back to more grime. Yeah,
But
I say it's that.
sorry, go on.
Yeah, I'd say that's what it was basically like with the rave scene getting locked off. So people had to shift back
So
into grime.
when you're operating King of the Hills,
Yeah.
how were you like maneuvering this at this time? Were you like you know you've got your involvement in baseline, but are you open to all music forms at this time? You know, are you getting different sorts of people sending you demos? Are you on the hunt for different musician styles? Like, how does that transition?
Well, the transition was like, it's more back to the streets again. You get me? The grime and rap thing, or back to the streets. Like the bassline thing is like, it was a lot of singers as well involved in that. Do you know what I mean? It was a lot of singers. So like with the grime thing, we'll just I think on MySpace days. You get me? I think on MySpace days back then, and just looking for artists to go and film. Do you know what I mean? Got to go out to search and go out looking for man. I used to like drop one video a week back then, one part. You know, when it started off, just finding artists and picking up momentum, and it was like a video a day. You get me? I used to go to Sheffield, contact a few man, go to Leeds, go to Manchester. That's when I filmed Bugsy Malone back then, about 2010, 2011. And that was his first video, his very first video. Yeah, that was for like a friend from Scorps in Bradford. Met him in Malia. And they said, oh, yeah, they must have been spitting bars back then. And then when they came back to England, they said, oh, yeah, look, got a friend in Manchester who spits bars, you know, it's kind of hard. And they came at Bradford originally. We did a freestyle, but we weren't feeling it. You get me? So we said, all right, let's go back to Manchester. And we did it in a record shop. Better settings in it for music. You know what I mean? Like, you hear the sound better. And started from there. Started from there then. Do you know what I mean? So it was always just about looking for artists, you know what I mean? Looking about, trying to get artists to come and get involved. It was a hard graft.
It seems it's going to be hard because there's so many different personalities. But I mean, is it your own personal taste, or sometimes you come across music where it's not your particular taste, but you know it's going to pop? Like, you know, you've got to almost separate yourself from the brand as well, because you know what might work in a scene.
Yeah. About to do that over the time zone. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously a lot with my own preference, and then as it's got bigger, more people obviously get involved and contact me, and like views do count obviously in this game. Do you know what I mean? Like for instance, like now, like say Fraz and all them guys there.
Yeah.
Radio them Fraz and Baba Chillaku.
Yeah.
They contacted me first before, and I'm like, watching Instagram, I'm like, hey, what's this? You get me? Is this a joke, or you know what I mean? But then obviously we're getting views and momentum. I thought, let's try a thing. You get me? Something off baseline, a bit of banter to see how it goes, innit? And then obviously from then their videos, the views fly up on them, innit? Like got a couple of million views on their videos.
Crazy numbers. Crazy numbers.
Yeah. So, like I say, it's not my particular music I'll sit in the car and listen to, or when I'm driving and that, but it's like you've got to do them certain moves, innit? Do you know what I mean? It helps get your brand out more. Do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, they're doing the thing, man. They're still, you know what I mean? They're good at what they're doing, having a laugh. You get me? They're enjoying it. You get me? So
they know their audience and they know what they're doing. It's
yeah. I mean, it's a niche thing there. What they're doing. Mixing the comedy with the music rather than just being serious on the music. A lot of guys in music can be serious and obviously talking about a lot of hard stuff what's going on in their life, but some people just want to listen to enjoyment in music. You get me? Have a laugh. Oh, this is a good tune. Take it piss. You get me? So it's like that now in music. Like I still have people who I like, and then the people who still come on, obviously doing the thing and still rate them, but you gotta mix them both now. You gotta mix them both in the scene.
Do you do a lot of A&R by going to a lot of gigs as well? Like how do artists approach you? If people are watching now and they want to get on your radar, how do they get your full attention?
Instagram's a big one, you know. I would say Instagram's a big one. It's quick, innit? Like boom, you can send me a message and then I'll be like, all right, let's see your music, review it. Like, oh yeah, sound good, got potential, or yeah, he's doing good. And we can work, you know what I mean? There's a lot of artists who do contact me who are starting out and that, and I'll give them advice. I'm like, all right, and just try slow it down a bit, try spit more on the beat, because some of them going off a beat. So I say, you're not ready yet, but if you keep trying and like perfect your craft, You get me? Before you want to make them step up. I give advice. Any artist who wants advice in this music game, I give it fully, 100%. Do you know what I mean? Even if I don't even know you.
Are you influenced by, say, if someone's coming to an Instagram and they've only got a couple of hundred of followers or stuff? Does that tend to put you off, or is that again something that it's a byproduct of the ability that they might possess?
See, I don't want to get into like, I don't want to be that guy where it's just about views. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
people come with this saying, "Oh, you get views, just work with them." I give them time to a lot of people who don't have views, because up here we don't get as much views as London anyway. So I understand where artists who are starting out up here, it's a hard graft. Do you know what I mean? They don't have a lot of people don't have money to go and link up or grime daily anyway from the start. You know, the artists who was starting out, you know what I mean, kids who may be in college and that, do you know what I mean? Not all of them have the money for that. So they've got to start somewhere. I see my platform as a stepping stone in it, do you know what I mean? To get onto the certain levels. Not necessarily meaning you have to go in the London channels, but at least build up a fan base locally from where you are, and then try to take it on to other platforms maybe, do you know what I mean? Because it's better to build from somewhere than exactly, views weren't important back then, but now views is what's shifting in this music game, which is, it's not good, you know what I mean? It's not always about views.
nice.
You
It
want
is
quality,
scary
innit?
because,
Yeah,
well, the thing is, you look at your views, for example, right? And it's like, I mean, even with this chat show, for example, it's a perfect example. It's like, for me, it's not about the
yeah,
views, essentially. It's about
yeah,
the retention. It's about the
yeah,
quality of people that are coming on and that are staying
yeah,
because they're
yeah,
engaged in what's been discussed. And it's the same with the
yeah,
music. Like, you can have so many views, but it could just be that the cover of something, or that, do you know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, it could be, so there's so much outer influences that you don't know
Mm,
how credible those views are. So I was just interested in that because
yeah.
I think it's a good base to come from, that you're not just influenced by that.
No, no, because you see views on my channel varies up. You get me? Some guys get a couple of thousand, some get 20, 30, some have had hundreds, some's had 500,000 views, some's had 1 million. You see a big variation of different type of views on the channel. Do you know what I mean? If I was just gonna think of views, I'll just say, all right, I'll just work with these guys and that's it. But
Mm.
do you know what I mean? And then some might say, oh, why have you got that guy in there? He ain't really got views, but you know what I mean? He's still got some quality music. He's still trying to get out here. Do you know what I mean? It's not easy. It's not even easy to get views in this game. It's not even easy to get views
Well,
for
there's so
artists.
much noise in the game. You think about it. There's so
Yeah,
much noise, and I'm really into my psychology. So it's the consumption
yeah,
of how people are doing it. So
yeah,
back in the day, if there's a DVD on, you're watching that DVD because you've gone to
yeah,
the effort of putting the disc into a player and then to,
yeah,
watch it on telly. Now, if it's something on your phone, anything can like take your attention away to be able to like move off. So
yeah.
it's how do you retain people's focus,
Retaining people, yeah. It's
and
like,
look, what's interesting as well for myself is like the longevity of what you've had in the game. I mean,
yeah,
there's so much value and knowledge to seeing how the game's changed.
yeah.
Do you now almost pre-predict trends as well? Like, do you tend to,
I can
uh,
see, yeah, I know, I can see when a video is gonna do better than others, if you know what I mean. I can see the trend just on the first few hours to a day. Do you know what I mean? I think, all right, I predict this will probably get this by the end of the week. You get me? Or in the long run, I think I could see this video popping off to like 100,000 views or 200. Do you know what I mean? You can see the trend, the analytics and that, but you just see the traction, the interaction with it, and you think, all right, this will do well for what it is. Do you know what I mean? You can see it. And some you like, rah, I didn't expect that one to do as well as what it did, but it did, you know what I mean? So sometimes it's a funny game, man. It's a funny game.
so my thing is, right, and I've got to say this, I find
Yeah,
that there's a lot of videos within the genre and within the scene that
yeah,
look quite the same. There's not a
yeah,
lot of like out of, the imagination and thinking.
yeah,
One video which I want to give props to is Brames when he was on the canal barge boat.
Oh yeah, yeah,
That's,
yeah,
is it called Gold
yeah.
or something like it's
Goal,
ridiculous?
yeah,
It's
yeah,
sick. That video,
yeah,
right? So
yeah,
is there not potential, you know, when people are approaching you, is it
yeah,
their ideas that they're coming to you with? Is it like how you, like how can, because I think that's something else that's not maybe adopted in a sense to generate more views.
yeah. What I would say to artists, yeah, I'm like, you have to bring your ideas to the, you know, the table, like, of the video. Like, when you're recording this tune in the studio, you must have like a vision of what, to the vision, to the lyrics. You get me? So I always say, because I don't, because I've done that many videos, it's hard to like obviously just plan every video. I always say artists should have an input in their visual art. Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean? They should have, like, if I was an artist and I'm rapping about a certain subject, I'll visualize. I'd visualize what I'd want that video to come out like. Do you know what I
100%.
mean? So a lot of artists will come to me and say, "Oh, this film is the year or that," and I'm like, "Well, have a bit of thought into it." Do you know what I mean? That to get it to that next level. You know what I mean?
I've seen what Blazers put there, and he'll know as an artist that it
He'll
is
know a
finding
lot.
that
He'll
balance.
go through.
But
Yeah,
it, the music's the balance. The music is what people are going to know is drawn into the genre, because it's
yeah,
that. So I just think that there's a lot of videos that if you're flicking through that just look so similar that nothing
yeah,
stands it out. So you either
yeah,
have to be into that artist or you have to get put onto why the tune. So, but if there's something else, you're going to give it that extended extra maybe 7 seconds, and in that 7 seconds you've got two, maybe three more bars that you wouldn't have heard of that have got you, and you're
yeah,
like that's how I spotted H. Funnily enough, it was just a
yeah,
generic video, but he's back straight away. I was like, I heard something in just the
yeah.
delivery, but I just think there's too many videos that are pretty similar. So
Similar, yeah.
is
They
is
are, they
that,
are.
because do you know what was cool? What you just said a minute ago is you see yourself as maybe like a bit of a stepping stone. So you're almost in that sense like an academy feeder club.
Mm,
You're a feeder club to the
yeah.
bigger teams, so you're able to
Like
get them and
Ajax.
nurture them. So yeah, you're an Ajax. You bringing through the delicts and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? When
Me and Rubik's talk about like you, because obviously I work Rubik's a lot in the studio. A lot of artists come through there. Do you know what I mean? We've developed helping quite a lot of few artists on there. And we say that's like people see Link Up TV and Grime Daily. It's a getaway joke. People see like Grime Daily Link Up as like the Man Uniteds, you get me, the Barcelonas,
the
and then like,
Arsenals don't leave us out.
where Arsenal's, yeah, man, we're the top team, man. You get me? And like, obviously, us up here were like, say, the Ajax, what other team you say? Southampton.
Yeah.
You
That's a
get
good
me?
analogy.
Southampton, you get me? You gotta put where we are, you know what I mean? So, in that time there, there's only, we can do so much to help these artists. In this game, you need money. You need a big budget to get, no, like the visuals y'all might be thinking. Some might have, a lot of artists may not have that or want to spend that on the music because they think it might not get as far as where it can be. But a lot of it is to do with music and money. You can actually do visuals good without spending a lot of money, but you do need a little budget. You get me? Like if you want to hire a car, if you want to get some models, or you want to hire a venue. Some
Yeah.
only certain places where can we do this here? You know what I mean, for free and that. But not everywhere's gonna be like that. But if you've got a budget behind you, you can go anywhere, can't you? So yeah,
Would you maybe say that in that respect, rather than artists looking to get a single out straight away, maybe they should spend a couple months longer by getting a bit more of a budget rather than
yeah,
thinking turnover, it's got to be out, it's got to be
yeah.
out.
I definitely suggest that. You get me? Like if you've got an EP coming out, do all your videos first, get all your marketing budget right, get all your artwork, everything, all that sorted before you even start releasing them.
When you meet
Before you start
artists,
releasing them.
who have that sort of grounded level head of the business side, do you,
Yeah,
you know, there must be far and few between, but can
yeah,
you tell straight away the ones who, right, you're going to give a bit more time to because they're not that far from the finished article.
Yeah. I wouldn't say I'll just go rush a video or whatever, but like certain artists, you like, all right, you can see they've got a bit more, they've got more knowledge in this game. Do you know what I mean? Or where they want to go, more direction. So you'll discuss more on what's the vision of this video and how you're gonna release it. Like you've got this date to release it. Like do the hype to it. You know what I mean? The
Bit more
trailer.
strategy.
Yeah, you got a strategy where someone like it's done. All right, put it out now. Calm down, man. No one's heard it yet, but it's good when you can just plan a video and you say, all right, it's dropping next Sunday, so you're just dropping it every day, and then the release thing on the next Sunday as an example. Do you know what I mean? If you haven't got the big budget, at least build up the traffic towards it. You get me? Like you got a premiere button on YouTube, so like get people. I'll try to get more people to use that.